and welcome to a new series of 2-minute tips. Fed up having to come down here and pick running snaps? OS mode might be your new best friend. Now let's get into it. So let's get started. You're probably familiar with coming down here and in your object snap settings and changing here. You probably actually don't even go into object snap settings nowadays. You probably just do it down there at the status bar. But if you come into object snap settings, you've got this little list here. And just for handiness, I'll come into it and show you that each one of those little snap modes has a number associated with it. So it's a unique number. So if you use the OSMODE command and enter in that unique number, so all you need to do is add up the numbers. If you can add up the numbers, I'll show you an even easier way to get the number of your favorite running snaps. So if you select the running snaps that you want, let's just pick the basic one here and click OK on that. So we've got those three. So I type in OS mode. So if I go OS, and if you've got this little dynamic mode running up, this box comes up. So you only really have to go as far as there, and you can left click on OS mode, or you can type OSM and hit enter or spacebar and you get OS mode. And you see that number 7 there. That's associated with it. Obviously, if you go over to the box there, I'll count those. I can add up those. 1, 2, 4 gives me 7. So I've got the endpoint, midpoint, and center. So I hit enter with that. You get those 3 modes. Okay. So if I type in then for OS mode, and instead of OS mode, I'm going to just go back up with the arrow key. Another little tip for you. Arrow up key brings the last command you typed in up. So if I hit OS mode then and hit enter, and if I type in 39, let's see what that gets. So coming down here, 39 adds in my little intersection. So endpoint, midpoint, center, and intersection. Okay, and if you've got a few other favorites that you like to have running all the time and you don't want to add up all those numbers, you can come in here and suppose you like quadrant and you want perpendicular, and I like extension, and sometimes put insertion on. There's a few of these numbers I remember, so you might want parallel or any of these on. But even if I just select those, click OK, and now if I go to OS mode again, you can see, so OS mode is 4279. So if I just try and remember that one, or use a yellow post-it note just on your screen, just until you remember the number. It won't take you too long to remember these numbers. You'll become like Rain Man fairly shortly. So 4279, and that gets you that up. So as I come there, you see when I get 4279 with that. So if I connect back to OS mode, and if I type in 7 again, I get that. Those 3, remember that. And in OS mode, 4279. Boom, and I get all those. So if you remember the 1 or 2, so I don't like perpendicular when I'm dimension, so I normally knock that off on that. So if I go in and just show you the ones I normally, endpoint, midpoint, center, quadrant, intersection, extension, and I knock off perpendicular when I'm dimensioning. Don't use perpendicular when you're dimensioning. Never use nearest. So that's normally what I have on for dimensioning. So if I look at that and enter OS mode, so 4151, another couple I use is 4279 and 14519. So they're the 3 that I kind of try and remember all the time. And away you go. And it won't be long before you remember those little 3 numbers and OS mode, and it'll save you coming down there. So while you're in here, you'll just OS mode. So again, as I say, just OS mode, and you type in 14519. And if I look down here, that gives me nearly everything I need. Okay, so OS mode, your new best friend. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, hit a like button, and subscribe if you want to see more. And thanks for watching. See you again.